Hi and welcome back. In this video, we're going to look at separating locators into classes. So what we're going to do is not hard code these locators into the class parsed item. The parsed item is the item that represents the data that is in the HTML. It shouldn't represent also how to get that data. So how to get that data should be in a different place. So we're going to create a new class, which I'm going to call parsed item locators. And I'm going to paste in a doc string here that I have from my notes, just so it's a bit easier for you. Locators for an item in the HTML page. This allows us to easily see what our code will be looking at, as well as change it quickly if we notice it is now different. So this may not make much sense until I start writing here. Name locator is going to be article.product.pod h3a. Okay, that's the locator we use down here for the name. What if this changes, the website changes, and when we get the HTML back, it's slightly different? The parsed item shouldn't care because the parsed item represents the item itself and not how to get the data from it. So this is a small but important distinction, and it's all about how you think of your program, how your program's different parts interact with one another. Separating the how and the what is going to make your programs much simpler and also simpler to work with. So instead of putting this string here, we're going to do parse item locators dot name locator. These would potentially and probably be in different files altogether. In this case, I'm leaving them in one file just for simplicity, but they would likely be in two different files, one for the locators and one for the item. The good thing is that as long as the website doesn't change massively, for example, if they just remove this class and maybe add a different class or something like that, you don't have to go and look at the item and read through all this code. No, all you have to do is go to the site, find out the new HTML locator, and change it. So it's very straightforward. So we're going to do that for the others, and once again, I'm going to copy them just to save you some time. I think you're getting much better at programming by this stage of the course, so I think I'm allowed to now copy some code from my notes and save you some time. So there we have our link, price, and rating locator, and then we're just going to replace them down here. So this is the parsed item locators dot link locator, parsed item locators dot price locator, and also the parsed item locators dot rating locator. Now, there are a couple of things in these methods here, like this pattern or this class that we're filtering out, that could possibly be in another place so that the item doesn't really care at all of where it's coming from. But sometimes that's just not feasible, and other times it's just too complicated in order to be worth the effort. So by all means, try to do that if you want, but I would leave it like this, and I think this is a great way of separating out where the item is on the page from how you're going to extract the data and sort of what the item represents. So hopefully this makes a bit of sense. This way of separating concerns is something that we do all the time, and this is how we structure our tests at work professionally. And so it's definitely a great way to go about it, and it's going to simplify your code greatly. I hope this makes sense, and I'll see you on the next video where we're going to start looking at retrieving the page using another library. I'll see you there.